is Syifa and Haliza, and here I will explain cryptocurrencies based on my opinion and half on Google. Today, cryptocurrencies have been a global phenomenon known by most people but understood by few in 2018. You will have a hard time finding a major bank accounting firm, software company, or government that hasn't researched cryptocurrencies or started a blockchain project. Beyond the noise, in the press releases, many people often fail to understand the basic concepts, so let's walk through the whole story. What are cryptocurrencies? Cryptocurrencies are Satoshi invented Bitcoin in 2008 as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. To realize digital cash, you need a payment network with accounts, balances, and transactions. That's easy to understand. One major problem every payment network has to solve is to prevent double spending, that is, to prevent one entity from spending the same amount twice. Usually, this is done by central server who keeps records of all the balances in a decentralized network. You don't have this server, so you need every single entity of the network to do this job. Every pair in the network needs to have a full list with all the transactions to check if future transactions are valid, or an atom to double spend. But how can these entities keep it consensus about these records if the pairs on the network disagree about one single miner balance? Everything breaks. They need absolute consensus. Nobody knew how to achieve this until situations proved it was possible. Cryptocurrencies are a key part of the solution. To illustrate this, we will look at the transactions on the network. The transaction is a file that says, the example, Bob gives X Bitcoin to Alice and is signed digitally by Bob. Once signed, the transaction is broadcast to the network, sent from one peer to every other peer. This is standard P2P technology. Nothing special happening here. After a specific amount of time, the transaction gets confirmed. Only miners can convert transactions. They take transactions, stamp them as legitimate, and spread them in the network. After a transaction is confirmed by a miner, every node has to add it to its database. It has to become part of the blockchain. For this job, the miners are rewarded with cryptocurrency, for example, bitcoins. Anybody can be a miner. They just need to use some of their computer's powers to qualify for the test every miner competes. To solve a cryptographic puzzle, after finding a solution, a miner can confirm the transaction and add it to the blockchain as an incentive. To do this, they can receive a payment from the network in the form of a cryptocurrency. In this way, a network of independent actors are economically incentivized to maintain the legitimacy of the transaction history. So that's the gist of it. Cryptocurrencies are the key to complex digital cash problem that Satoshi solved: how to maintain integrity and consensus across independent and potentially malicious actors. Cryptocurrencies are essentially the monetary incentive offered to anyone willing to keep the network secure.